Therefore, in any situation, if prosperity fills your mind with joy, don't forget your prayer. Don't forget your connection with God. Real prosperity is where you experience your inner fulfillment and you are able to experience divine love. If you pray for all your prosperity and people around you suffer, you are not really joyous. But any powerful satsanga impacts upon your unconscious, so it can never go in vain. Om Sarmangal Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Shrim Shrim Klim Chamundayai Vichye. Om Sarmangal Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Devi Prapannarti Hare Prasida Prasida Matar Jagato Kilasya Prasida Vishweshwari Pahi Vishwam Tvamishwari Devi Chara Charasya. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundayai Vichye. Give the meaning of these stotras that I have recited. Sarva Mangala Mangalye. O Goddess Narayani, another name for Lakshmi Devi, Mahalakshmi. You are the very embodiment of auspiciousness. Mangalam, Mangal term is very joyful term, especially in Hindu culture, but everywhere. What's translated as auspiciousness. But the subtle meaning behind Mangal, that which allows your mind to gull. Mind to melt away. Nothing is more joyful than seeing the mind melting away. Mind reaching the state of manonash is described like nash, being destroyed, but there's nothing destroyed. Cloud just moves away and the moon goes on shining brighter and brighter. Sarva Mangala Mangalye. Understand, therefore, in any situation, prosperity fills your mind with joy. Don't forget your prayer. Don't forget your connection with God. Because while Mangal is coming and you are creating Amangal. I'm giving you in a humorous way, but it's important to understand. You are Shiva, consort of Lord Shiva. You are the bestower of success in all the Purusharthas. There are 4 purposes in life: Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. That's why Shiva likes to sit on that bull, Vrishab. It has 4 legs. And 4 legs are Dharma, ethical value; Artha, material value. But it should be in the same sequence. Ethical value must be the foundation. Be good, do good. That's the subtle mantra of ethical value. Don't think of being good, ignoring everybody. I'm good, good, good. then that's not real. So that's dharma, that's the basis. On the basis of that, artha, how much you can allow material resources to help you in these two aspects. Be good, do good. And in that case, you can have as much money you want. Spirituality is not against it. As long as you are understanding that all that comes to you allows you to share. Dana. And next, kama, fulfillment of your desires. Fulfillment has to be in such a healthy manner that the more you are fulfilled, the more you become closer to God. The more you are enriched. If your desires are fulfilled, your bhavana, your feeling in your heart blossoms. But that type of fulfillment requires a little change in your personality, allowing integral yoga to enter in your daily life. Then any fulfillment allows you to come closer to God. You have become more inspired. दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे न कोई. In misery, in helpless situation, everybody begins to turn to, oh God, why have you created this miserable world? Why didn't you lead me to be in Satya Yuga? Or so forth. I'm giving you all the imagination. But just like in human mind turns to God in under pressure, turn it around. Turning to God is your whole joyous purpose. So any relief you have in your physical problem, in your mental problem, in your family problem or whatever, any relief, open your eyes. Just like if you are, there's a lot of rain and cloudy, but if there is any relief, open the window and see the sunshine. Or enjoy the rim-jim shower, whichever way. So that type of fulfillment is kama. Based on your personality, you are entering into household life. Develop that type of relation that will allow you to discover the divine sweetness that is potential in your heart. And so, your family life itself becomes a source of inspiration and joy. But try to understand that point. But if you are just running after pleasure, then it's not family life. If the mind is uncontrolled and is under the influence of drink, eat, drink, and be merry, then you are a demoniac set for your children, for yourself, etc. And then finally, if you are well disciplined in a spiritual way, and we are moving on the basis of dharma, utilizing your artha, your material resources, and allowing your heart to become more and more fulfilled, not in a deluded way, but in a profound way. Also understand, if that type of vision enters, life will not be boring. On the other hand, positive and negative occur all the time. Life, we have always day and night, pleasure and pain. But you don't view all this as boring movement. a mountain climber, having climbed a big mountain. Now someone says, well, you have done well, but can you climb the Kailasha mountain? You can look at it in one way, different way. Oh, I climbed all this and now I have to climb Kailasha mountain. See, looking at it as a kind of tragic situation. Look at it another way. How great! Now I have the possibility, opportunity to prove my strength more. Same thing that you interpret it as adversity can be a source of positive movement, spiritual prosperity. And ultimate culmination, moksha, liberation. You are the sustainer of all those who take refuge in you. You are the Gauri Devi, the embodiment of grace, with 3 eyes. Devi Prapannarti Hare Prasida, Prasida Matar Jagato Kilasya, Prasida Vishweshwari Pahi Vishwam, Tvamishwari Devi Characharasya. O Devi, you remove all miseries from the devotees who have taken refuge in you. Please be gracious unto us. O Mother of the Universe, please protect this world. What's highlighted in this prayer? You are praying for the whole world. And that's most healthy prayer. Because if you pray for all your prosperity and people around you suffer, you are not really joyous. That type of prosperity is not real. Real prosperity is where you experience your inner fulfillment and you are able to experience divine love radiating from you towards all. And that is profound attainment. O ruler of the universe, protect this universe. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. May all be happy. We don't start calculating who should be happy, who shouldn't be happy. Om Aim Hreem Kleem Chamundayai Viche. It's a powerful mantra. And what does the mantra imply? What you are doing is Sat Chit Ananda. You are repeating it twice. Aim Hreem Kleem. It is like Ananda Chit Sat. Chamunda Sat Chit Ananda. So Sat Chit Ananda is repeated. And Vichya simply means severing, cut down, rend asunder 3 granthis of the heart. Karma, you are bonded with karma. Kama, desire. And avidya, ignorance. This mantra means, I adore the Devi, who is Satchidananda, existence, knowledge, bliss, absolute, for gaining the knowledge of Brahman. May the Devi, Kali, Lakshmi, Saraswati, together Devi Chamunda, may she bestow mukti on me, on people. Let me give you now a general essence. We first started with 3 nights dedicated to Durga Devi. And there Madhu and Kaitabha were destroyed. And that was allegorical presentation of the role of karma granthi, what keeps the soul bonded with the physical body, karma. And that karma granthi is removed by, and again allegorical way, if you open your ears to listening to the glory of God. And that, in order to bring that to the masses, sages were bold enough to make Lord Vishnu himself suffer from ear trouble. So from his ears comes the muck, Madhu and Kaitava. And Durga Devi destroy. Karma must turn, then karma turns into karma yoga. That's what, when you begin to listen, begin to develop that type of taste for spiritual nourishment, your actions do not stay just superficial. You understand every work you do, there is a purpose. If you do it very well, it allows your heart to relax. It promotes purity in your heart. Chitta Shuddhi. And the Mahalakshmi that was worshipped next 3 days, Mahalakshmi promoted removal of Mahishasur. Mahish, buffalo type of bhavana, feeling that is buffalo type, buffalo headed. And finally, Shumbha and Nishambha were destroyed by Saraswati Devi. King Suratha and Samadhi, remember the story, they were listening to all these glories of Devi, stories related to Devi, and having come to conclusion, both of them practiced their special austerity and worship of the Devi, special upasana. And as a result, Devi appeared before them. Samadhi asked for liberation. King Suratha wanted to regain his samrajya, emperorship. And that was granted. Subtle meaning behind it. First to understand. If you are listening to satsanga, you must have your friend nearby, Samadhi. And simple, another way to understand, if you are one-pointed, you have ekagrata in your mind. Your mind has gone through good discipline. You have been practicing yoga leading to samadhi. If that aspect is there, then you have a spiritual evaluation of whatever you are studying. There is a Vaishya there, measuring your spiritual values. You yourself are able to measure. So that's the Vaishya within you. The Samadhi movement, in the state of enlightenment, you don't practice Samadhi, it becomes Saj. So Samadhi movement attains liberation. And this soul attains its essential kingdom. The reflected sun, what is its kingdom? Being the sun. So storyline, people get confused. One wanted kingdom, another wanted. And they also give you ordinary moral for the masses. That is, spiritual movement and sadhana will give you both. If you are interested in bhoga, fine. Interested in moksha, yes. final stage is reached by attaining Jivan Mukti, liberation in life. One who has attained Jivan Mukti, he is the personification of Suratha and Samadhi, both movements coming to climax. The soul in him has attained enlightenment, and Samadhi has become spontaneous, Sahaj Samadhi. So, that's the meaning, subtle meaning behind this story. In Tantra books, this whole process is described in the form of Dash Mahavidya. I will just give you mention for just to give you some information. First stage is Kali. See, that's what it's called Dashahara. You see, these 10 make the whole thing hara. Greenery. Kali arising out of Gauri Devi for destroying the forces of darkness. That's the first. Next, Tara, the Devi that leads her devotees to cross over the world process. Devi that now has brought, as if where water has been brought, and you have to Tantaran, cross over. Third one is called Chinnamasta, the Devi who holds the head, chops off the head of the demon and carries it. The demon is gross impurity. Fourth Devi is called Shodashi. She is present as a 16-year-old young personality, shining with boundless glory, like the full moon. The Bhavana Shuddhi. Purity in the heart has gone to a very advanced stage. Fifth one is called Bhuvaneshwari. Now, each one has their stotras, each one has their special mantras. Bhuvaneshwari ruling over the entire universe. Her Bijakshara is simple Hreem. Sixth one is called Tripura Bhairavi. She is the Shakti of Dakshinamurti. Dakshinamurti is the climax of Guru picture. Shiva becomes Dakshinamurti, and great sages like Sanat Kumar, they sit close to him and receive the highest wisdom. And it is that Dakshinamurti is remembered through Dakshina, Pradakshina. She is the destroyer of the world process. Seventh one is called Dhumavati. She turns the world into smoke of illusion. The world that was looking so real, now it becomes a myth-like. But before that it becomes mist-like. Jagat Swapna, Ram Nam Japana. The world becomes like a dream. It's not a reality that settles within you. Next one is called Bagala Mukhi. Actually, it implied the old time Bagala and Hans, they are synonymous. Bagula is a Hans-like same type of bird called Bagula. So it's the same Hans Jati. And what she does, she snatches away ignorance and destroys the forces of darkness. Swan doesn't do that graceful work, Bagla does it. is more of a hawk. She is also known as a Matangi. Matangi is Shiva's Shakti. Matanga term relates to Lord Shiva. Most powerful aspect of God, Matangi. And 10th he is called Kamala, Vaishnavi Shakti, all sustaining Shakti. And her Bijaksha, Shri. Therefore, all names receive the blessings with Shri. So this, some of these points. Now Vijayadashami, the tradition, villagers enjoy this. They begin to watch how Devi is being prepared by those village engineers, whatever you call them. They watch how the form is created. Children go there, everybody looking. Now the baby's face has been done. And so that gives a lot of enjoyment. And during that time, there is a whole market around it of good things. So people come, see how the work is evolving, and it's kind of very inspiring. Finally, Devi becomes well-fashioned. And then, as Navaratri starts, invocation, Avahan. In every puja, there are 3 aspects. We invoke the Devi. Until then, Devi was only the pictures, the statues. Once invoked, statue aspect has moved away. It is a dynamic personality. You come to have darshan and prayer. So Avahan, after Avahan, Devi has been invoked in that idol. Second stage is called Pujan. Now the second stage goes on for all 9 days. Pujan is a blend of 3 points: prayer, prarthana, darshan, and pratiti. Prarthana is prayer. Darshan, you are having a direct vision of the Devi. All depends upon your level, but it's always to your benefit. And last, pratiti. Pratiti means you have gained something that nobody will take away. You have attained something so substantial that it's become a part of your personality. A positive view of yourself. Just like as if God has touched you and there was scar in your body, it went. Or there was pain in your neck and you received balm. Or your difficulty in your understanding and the difficulty is gone. Or have found a special formula, a special key to resolving your problems. So something new you have gained. So it's not just going in vain. Another point to understand, that no one stays thirsty. Everyone gains something substantial. Sometimes one may not understand it, but any positive touch, any satsanga, powerful satsanga, impacts upon your unconscious. So it can never go in vain. Coming back to simple way to understand. So, pujan aspect, worshipping the Devi. And that applies to your daily sadhana as well. Each time you do your sadhana, first stage you are looking at the picture, invoking. Next stage, you offer your prayer, whatever your style, japa, etc. While you are doing, look at the deity or view the deity not as a picture but actual spirit, smiling through the deity, radiating through the deity, grace emanating from the deity. And end up having a nice spiritual breakfast. Well nourished. And departing from your puja, the deity now, if you're in your own room, you don't worry about it, Visarjan, but a broader understanding, your view that deity was in your puja room must move away. The deity is all over. So, the murti aspect, the idol aspect that you held as a symbol, now let that idol aspect Visarjan. Many reformers talked against murti puja. And many missionaries also get confused about it, that Hindus are worshippers of idol. They talk it as if it is an idol worship. I'm talking about idol. Idol. Hindus never had idol worship. They used idol as a symbol. They invoked and finally let the idol move. So after 9 days of all the worship, the Devi's idol is taken with great celebration and dumped into or offered into a Ganges river or any sacred river or any type of lake. That's called Visarjan. Another way of understanding, having done your puja in your room, now turn your attention, the whole world is the same God. Ghat ghat mein hai Sai Ramata. God is in everyone. You look at a squirrel looking at you. God is looking through the squirrel. Look at the blossom smiling at you. Look at God smiling at you. You may think it's so childish. Swami is talking about going to kindergarten. But it is most advanced. The world should not be viewed by you, on the basis of your science-based technology. The world has to be viewed by you with profounder maturity. And you have an illustration in the Bible. Lord Jesus sees beautiful, consider the lily of the field. He stops all his disciples and talks about, consider the lily of the field. How does it grow? And they all looked at it. But Solomon is much greater than that. Even Solomon, with all his power, not arrayed like any one of these. All this, of course, being said quickly, but that's your cherished goal of life. All you experience is the glory of your consciousness. That consciousness is the divine Brahman. All illuminations that you find on the earth, they speak of the glory of the sun. So ultimately, mind-based experience is not the reality. When mind unwinds itself, manonasha occurs. Then your experience is a revelation of reality. Let me get back again to these. First, let me give you some history behind. We celebrate Dashahara or Vijayadashami. On this day, Rama conquered Ravana. So we are celebrating Rama's victory as well. On this day, Arjuna conquered the Kauravas. And on this day, Mahasaraswati had destroyed Kumbha and Nishum. But this is not an ordinary history being told. This is a celebration of the goal. The goal is to bring about Manonash, Vasanakshaya and Tattva Jnana. Manonash, these three are described in three stages, but they are one and the same. If you have absolute Manonash, mind becomes absolutely focused or rooted in serenity, no matter how much it may wave. Because you have to work. When you work in the world, mind has to wave this way, that way. But its rootedness remains absolutely firm. This is the description of enlightened state. The description of where you are meant to go. And nobody is exempt from it. All souls have to go through this to ultimately attain their goal. There is not a soul without a goal. That goal is liberation. So, Manonash, that's represented by Durga Devi. Vasanakshaya. Vasanas are subtle desires that regulate your feeling. The first subtle desires are backed up by anger, hate, etc. Then that type of vasana will make you keep your soul moving from one embodiment to another. I will keep your whole personality extremely limited. So Vasana Kshaya was brought about by Lakshmi. Because as vasanas become purified, it expresses through your personality in the form of virtuous quality. Previously you didn't have patience and now you are discovering patience. Now Lakshmi has given you a little prasad. If you are beginning to enjoy developing virtuous qualities and you come to realize it is the healthy under movement, it's a joyous life. If your mind can go on handling, even in privacy, that's where ultimately the test comes in. When you sit quiet, you are not dealing with hurtful feelings, revengeful ideas, or just allowing the foxy mind to give its opinion about the world. That's called Vasanakshaya, Lakshmi Devi. Same Devi who's promoted Manonash. And the yoga behind it is Karma Yoga. Your karmic movement is now with a purpose and with an art. Yoga karma su kaushalam, skill in action. Now, Vasana Akshaya done by same Devi with the aspect of Lakshmi. And simultaneously, if Lakshmi's work is going to be secure, Ahamata and Mamata must also go on being effaced. The Saraswati Devi destroys Shumbha and Nishubha. All these three are described as in steps. But practical reality, all three supplement, complement themselves. If Manonasha has occurred and is perfect, your Vasana Akshaya also is complete. And your Tattva Jnana also is complete. But in sadhana, keeping the mind in sequence, that's perfectly normal. In other words, you work with karma, kriya, then your vasana, and then ultimately ajnana, ignorance. I will conclude with giving you a synopsis of steps leading to enlightenment. Because all the Devi Puja has covered those steps, and the Yoga Vasishtha gives them in a very clear manner. First step is Shubhecha. Deep in your heart, the central aspiration is to understand what a wonderful opportunity you have to be in human embodiment. And therefore, let me utilize this opportunity for attaining the purpose of life. Manushyatvam, Mumukshutvam, Mahapurush Samshraya. These three are great blessings to be a human embodiment. And developing Shubhecha, the will of attaining the goal. And therefore, Mahapurusha Sanshaya, be guided by spiritual teacher or be inspired by Satsanga movement. That's Shubhecha, the first step. Now the step grows into Vicharana level. Your mind doesn't waste its time just worrying over things. Mind develops a subtle sensitivity of being a witness and coming to evaluate. Now you are coming to have a friend, samadhi type. In Vicharana aspect, you begin to watch your thoughts. Instead of becoming sunk into it, watch. You feel worry, anxiety, fear, helplessness, inertia, boredom. Let it be whatever. This again your success comes in gradual process if you continue with your sadhana with patience. So you do not sink yourself into negativity, no matter how negative your mind is, because you are watching over it. And it gives you a room to do two things. Adore God. And understand that this is Maya. Clouds will not affect the sky. You are not controlled. You are like the sky. But sometimes clouds come and a little piece of the sky seems to be controlled by the clouds, a little space, a little circle. But that type of experience is illusion. The reality behind that restless sky is the sky. Your soul is that type of a restless sky. Viewed by your vasanas like constantly shaking. Promoting that type of, in order to succeed in this, your life must move with be good, do good philosophy. Don't let a single day be lost without having done something that can be helpful to others, a serviceable act, and without allowing your mind to be enriched by all the glorious illustrations of so many personalities, sages and saints, and not to wander in the big muck of unnecessary politics, etc. So that's that type of responsibility everybody has to get, how to handle your mind. So, I've described Shubhecha, aspiration, Vicharana, how to reflect upon, how to use your mental process to understand what is truth, what is not truth, what is real, what is not real. And of course, reality is the absolute self. Third point, third level is Tanu Manasi. Tanu Manasi means the impressions of anger, hate, etc., they remain active in the mind of those who have not controlled their mind. But if you are moving, advancing, you have cornered those impressions and they become more and more attenuated. Simple illustration, like putting snakes in a refrigerator. They lose their power. But only difficulty if you don't have proper guidance and you suddenly develop that wrong concept that you have attained the highest because you have not been angry for 30 days. Then you are committing a big mistake. The moment you start giving the snake little warm milk, it will hiss. The Tanu Manasi level. Then as you succeed with Tanu Manasi, the negative qualities, Asuri Sampat, the demoniac qualities, get sublimated. There is nothing but Sattva, Sattva Bhakti in the fourth step. In that stage, you have a full understanding that the soul in you is never in trouble. It needs nothing to be fulfilled. It is tript, param tript, and it is absolute. In Sattvapatti state, you are able to handle your previous concept of reality as well as the basic profound reality. A double consciousness develops. And you never let go your profounder revelation that I am unshakable, eternal, Aham Brahmasmi. Next, now this stage matures. That means you have attained enlightenment. But as the process moves on. Now you cannot go backward. So the next step that comes after Sattvapatti is Asam Sakti. Asam Sakti means you handle all things of the world, but you do not get attached. You do not get controlled by objects. How does it happen? Let me explain. If you were to understand you are Brahman, this entire world also is Brahman. In devotional language, Siya Ram Mai Sab Jag Jani. Every part, every object is nothing but God appearing in different ways. Therefore, the question of holding on to something doesn't arise. You move. You become like a lotus. Your heart becomes like a lotus. Handling all, mixing with all, but completely untouched. This Asab Sakti state matures and you come into Padartha Bhavana. Padartha Bhavana can compare with sleep experience. In sleep experience, everything moves away. And you miss nothing. Rather, you count upon it that you have a good sleep. But here it moves. You come to understand there is nothing to move away. The whole world is Maya. Therefore, even though you are handling the world, that continues your practical reality. But internally, you don't even view the world as a dream. It all depends upon the deep, highest degree of that spiritual movement. So it's called Padartha Bhavana. And finally, called Turiya. It's that stage where if your body itself drops, you are in no way affected. Even within your body existence, you come to that level of awareness that passing from the body, that again, passing is language given for the masses, because he doesn't have to pass. He is Brahman. But to the world it appears he makes a transition. His body drops. But behind all that there is absolute calm. The transcendental experience that's indescribable. So these are 7 steps, and they are the real substance behind all the Devis' fights and demons destroyed, etc. And with this I'm going to conclude. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Aim Kamal Vasinyai Swaha. Om Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute.